Hello, it's Professor Garner here, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about the Diversity on Campus Annotated Bibliography project. This is the big project for Unit 1, so I want to make sure that you have a good understanding of what's expected of you. So let's get started. This is where this video is going to go, so we could ignore that for a minute. Let's look at the assignment. You can click here if you want to see this assignment in a Word document. Otherwise, it's the same thing that's written here. So we will read together. The college completion rates are up, but the numbers will still surprise you. You'll have assignments on that, and we'll actually work through the annotated bibliography process with that article through a series of assignments. So that is one of the annotations that you're going to do for this assignment. So when I use the word annotations, annotations basically means to make notes. And so we can do that with annotations in the margins, like you learned in the note-taking section. To annotate a paper is usually writing on the sides or taking notes on the article that you're reading. Another way to use annotation is to say, we are going to make a note on a bibliography, right? You should know the word bibliography. That's usually what appears at the end of an article or a book, and it lists all the sources that the author consulted. So for an annotated bibliography, we're going to do more than just list those sources out. We're going to add an annotation or a note to each source, it kind of explaining what that source is. All right, so for this assignment, you'll be reading the college completions are up, but the numbers will still surprise you. And we're going to be talking about the topic of diversity of students on college campuses and how some groups may struggle more than others. Okay, so for this assignment, you're going to choose a group of students that HCC offers support services to. So we have our black male students served by Howard Pride, our Hispanic and Latino students served by Ambaciones. We have, for single moms, we have our Career Links program. We have a program for first-generation college students, for veterans, and of course we have our disability services that serve students with various disabilities. So you're going to choose one of these groups of students and ask, why is this group less successful at college? What are some of their challenges? Okay, we have groups to serve all these students because we know that they often have different challenges that other students may not. And so you're going to investigate what those challenges are and how that relates to their success. Okay. So you'll be doing, for this assignment, 2 annotated citations. The first one is going to be for the college completion rates are up, but the numbers will still surprise you. A lot of the parts of the annotation you're going to do for that article are contained in different assignments. And then you're going to give a try of using the library databases on your own to find one article that deals specifically with the group that you are looking at. So for example, if you're looking at students with ADHD, then you might search for college success and students with ADHD. Okay, there'll be a video in a previous assignment that'll explain more to you on how to use the library databases, so I won't go into that here. For here, I want to talk to you about all the different parts of the annotated bibliography. So for each of your 2 articles, you're going to do a citation in MLA format. You're going to write a summary of the article. Then you're going to do an evaluation where you look at the reliability and credibility of the source, any drawbacks or strengths of the source that you see, and think about how that source is going to be useful to your understanding of your question about diversity on college campuses. Then you're going to talk about the role of the source and how you might use that source in order to answer your question or find out about your issue. And so you'll look at this resource, a source's role, to look at different roles that a source plays. So I have open here the sample annotation. So let me show you what it would look like. So for each annotation, you can see it probably is going to be about a page long. Okay, so you'll have your works cited entry for the source. In this case, I did look up students with ADHD, so I found this article. Research finds college students with ADHD are likely to experience significant challenges. I see a typo here. Okay, in the summary, You're going to introduce the name of the article again, give the name of the author, and then talk about what the main points are. So there's the summary of that article. Then you'll do the evaluation, talk about how you'll use this article and whether it's a reliable or credible source. And finally, the last part is the explanation of role, how this is going to help answer your question. So my explanation role here, I can read this one because it's short. It says, this source would support my claim that students with ADHD do struggle in college, as that is what the study reported on was looking at. It would offer an authoritative voice in support of that claim. In addition, it suggested a new way of thinking by offering solutions that would help students with ADHD be successful. Okay, so that's what, if I was going to use this to, let's say, write an essay, even though you're not writing an essay, I would say that this source gave me, authorities or quotes that I could use to support what I was saying. And then it also offered solutions to this issue that I could write about in an essay. All right, so that's what it looks like. Back to the assignment. Again, you'll do 2 sources. One of those sources is the college completion rates are up, but the numbers will still surprise you. And the second source will be one that you find. I hope that helps you understand the assignment. As always, if you have questions, make sure you reach out. Thanks. Bye-bye.